Good day, everyone. Today we were going to continue our discussion about inclusion strategies for student success. But first, what is inclusive education? So, inclusive education is an approach that seeks to ensure that every student, regardless of their abilities or disabilities, has equal access to quality education. It is about creating an environment where all students can learn side by side, fostering a sense of belonging and acceptance. So next, let's have number 11, which is drills and practices. Therefore, drills and practices is important because the brain will retain the learning experiences longer when these connections are strengthened and reinforced through repetitions. Next, we have strategy-based instruction. When special education students are taught concepts first followed by step-by-step procedures for the skills, they find it easier to understand and execute the skill. Next, we have the feedback. In the inclusion classroom, teachers can provide whole class feedback and individual feedback. If the whole class is confused, the teacher reteaches everyone. Specific strategies can be used for individual students. Next, we have direct instruction. Direct instruction means the new information is coming from a teacher via a well-designed and well-thought lesson. Next, we have collaborate with families and communities. Involving families in the learning process is an essential for creating an inclusive classroom environment. Teachers can achieve this by establishing open lines of communication with families, regularly sharing information about their child's progress, and involving them in decision-making processes. Additionally, teachers can respect the diverse backgrounds of their cultures of their students' families, recognizing that each family has unique needs and preferences by creating partnership with community organizations and resources. Teachers can leverage additional support and expertise to enhance learning opportunities for their students. Next, we have foster cultural responsiveness and understanding. To foster cultural responsiveness and understanding in the classroom, the teachers can take several steps. First, they should acknowledge and value the diverse backgrounds and experiences of their students. Second, they can incorporate culturally relevant materials and perspectives into their curriculum, such as literature, history, and current events that reflect their students' culture and experiences. Third, teachers can encourage dialogue and active listening, creating opportunities for students to share their experiences and perspective. Fourth, teachers can actively work to address cultural biases and stereotypes in the classroom. We have bias and stereotyping. Addressing biases and stereotypes in a classroom is crucial for creating an inclusive and equitable learning environment. Teachers and administrators can do this by examining their own biases and stereotypes, engaging in professional development to increase their cultural competence, and modeling inclusive behavior. Providing opportunities for students to challenge and confront stereotypes is also essential. This can include exposing students to diverse perspectives and experiences, encouraging critical thinking and reflection, and facilitating discussions around issues of bias and discrimination. Finally, teachers can encourage students to embrace and celebrate their own identities by promoting a positive self image and affirming the unique qualities and experience of each student. Next, we have promote social and emotional learning. Social and emotional learning is essential for supporting students' well-being. Teachers and administrators can take several steps to promote it in the classroom. First, they can teach social and emotional skills implicitly, such as self-awareness, empathy, and responsible decision-making. Second, they can provide opportunities for students to practice and apply these skills in real-world contexts, such as group projects and problem-solving scenarios. Third, teachers can use restorative practices to address conflicts and support positive behavior, such as using meditation or reflection exercise to resolve conflicts and promote accountability. Through these efforts, teachers and administrators can create a positive and nurturing learning environment that promotes positive social and emotional development, leading to improved academic outcomes and overall student well being. Next, we have advocate for inclusion and equity. Advocating for policies and practice that promote inclusion and equity is crucial for creating a more just and inclusive society. Teachers, administrators, and community leaders can speak out against inequitable practices and policies that harm students and communities, and work to promote policies that advance equity, such as advocating for increased resources for under-resourced schools and addressing systemic barriers that contribute to educational disparities. Additionally, working with community organizations and leaders can help to amplify advocacy efforts and promote inclusive and equitable education for all students. Lastly, we have encouraged student voice and agency. Creating opportunities for students to share their perspective and ideas and involving them in decision making processes that affect their learning and well being are important for promoting student empowerment. Teachers can provide opportunities for students to share their ideas and perspectives, such as through classroom discussions, surveys, and other feedback mechanisms. In addition, involving students in decision-making processes such as creating classroom norms or choosing classroom activities can give them a sense of ownership and investment in their learning. Empowering students to take ownership of their learning and advocate for themselves and their peers can also promote self-efficacy and leadership skills. Creating an inclusive classroom is essential for promoting student success, social and emotional well-being, and a positive schools community. By using the strategies outlined above, teachers and administrators can create a more and just inclusive society and provide all students with the support they need to succeed.